Greetings, I am five-time World Karate Kickboxing champion Anthony Elmore. I am also Memphis, Tennessee's first independent 35mm theatrical filmmaker. My video today is titled White Memphis Film Commissioner Linn Sitler versus Black America USA. In the civil rights movement in Alabama, you had white racist sheriff Bull Connor who used government resources to deny African Americans their rights of equality in America. While unknown to Black America USA or even known or understood to Black Memphis, Shelby County Film Commissioner Linn Sitler used her position power as Memphis Shelby County Film Commission to effect African American equality, dignity, and achievement. She used her position to retard change in Black America USA. One of the most powerful and influential positions in Black America USA is America's Black film and television culture. In 1971, Black filmmaker Memphis wrote, produced, directed the movie Sweet Sweet Black. This movie was the first movie in American history whereas a black man expressed black pride and does not get killed in the end of the movie. The black film Sweet Sweet Black got Black America a voice it never had on the big screen, and it ushered in a cycle of black exploitation pictures that included Shaft, Coffee, Superfly. It was not until 1986 whereas black filmmaker Spike Lee wrote, produced, directed, and starred in his black and white film, She's Gotta Have It. Almost concurrently, black filmmaker Robert Townsend produced his semi-autobiographical story titled Hollywood Shuffle. Hollywood Shuffle is a 1987 satirical comedy about racial stereotypes in film and television. The film tracks the attempts of Bobby Taylor to become a successful actor and the challenges he faced as a black actor, being told he was not black enough for certain roles. Now, in regards to filmmaking in Memphis, Tennessee, in 1987, there has only been 2 feature films produced in Memphis. In 1928, MGM produced the movie Hallelujah in Memphis. In 1984, Cannon Films produced the movie Making the Grade in Memphis. Never in the history of Memphis, Tennessee had there ever not only been an independent feature film produced in Memphis. In Memphis history, there has never been a film about a Memphian, written by a Memphian, produced by a Memphian, starring in Memphian, directed by a Memphian. The greatest achievement in Memphis film history is the 1987 Anthony Elmore film titled The Contemporary Gladiator. This film was not only the first independent feature film produced in Memphis history, the film The Contemporary Gladiator is the only film in American kickboxing martial arts history that depicts the story of an actual karate kickboxing champion. Now, we can go to the great Bruce Lee. Like in America, there have been many films about martial arts phenomena Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was not a martial arts champion. Yes, he can do things in the movie, but if Bruce Lee had got in the actual ring, he'd have got his butt dusted. Now, in regards to White Film Commissioner Linn Sitler versus Black America USA, Linn Sitler, via her actions, not only expressed the capital insult to Black America USA, Linn Sitler continues her capital insult to Black America USA. Just as they once practiced apartheid in South Africa, Linn Sitler practiced apartheid via her Memphis Shelby County Film Commission office. Just take a look at her office and look on the Memphis Shelby County Commission website. There does not exist a post, a picture, or anything or any evidence that African-American filmmaker Anthony M. Elmore made a feature film in Memphis, Tennessee. In fact, in October of 2021, Linn Sitler would not even acknowledge the fact that Anthony M. Elmore is Memphis' first independent 35mm feature filmmaker. While Memphis Film Commission Linn Sitler's racist actions of extricating Anthony M. Elmore's Memphis film history, Linn Sitler's actions are an insult to Black America USA. The father of African American history, Dr. Carter G. Woodson wrote, quote, "Those who have no record of their forebears lose the inspiration which comes from the teachings of history," unquote. The story of Memphis five-time World Karate Kickboxing champion Anthony M. Elmore's production is a story of Black equality. Here in Memphis, they have the Black Creators Forum. Now, the Black Creators Forum is a 2-day symposium of panels, discussions, and workshops for Black filmmakers, industry professionals, scholars, and critics. The goal is to ease the barrier of entry for Black artists who would like to work in film. Unlike digital film of today, the production that allows many people to enter the film business, African-American film producer Anthony Elmore was the first independent film producer in Memphis history to produce a 35mm film. Anyone, Black or white, no one had ever tackled or challenged the effort to produce a 35mm film. You see, in January 23rd of 2020, in an email to Tracy Stowe and copy to Anthony Elmore, Linn Sitler writes, quote, "Research shows that he is not the city's first independent feature filmmaker, as some of his communications have stated. Morris Spencer takes that title. In 1982, he released I Was a Zombie for the FBI, which he had directed in 1984. Steve Ross released Old Forest, which he had directed. Both were shot on 16mm film. There's no such thing as releasing a picture on a 16mm film. Where are you going to show it? In order to show a film at a movie theater, it must be a 35mm film. It is an insult to not only Anthony M. Elmore, it is an insult to Black America USA for this white film commissioner to acknowledge a 16mm film and white filmmakers as Memphis' first independent feature filmmakers. Linn Sitler used her office to mislead and bamboozle a Black filmmaker who deserves the true and honest recognition as being Memphis' first independent filmmaker. Now, what is even more insulting to Black America USA is the fact that the white Memphis Shelby County Film Commission Linn Sitler used tax dollars to produce a modern movie-making marker in 2018. Now, on that marker, she does not mention Morris Spencer or Steve Ross as Memphis' first independent filmmakers. However, she notes that the Black community, that white 16mm filmmakers are Memphis' first independent feature filmmakers. She bamboozled, but right Anthony Elmore tells him, oh, he's not the first independent filmmaker. And she credits the white boys who doing a 16mm film that never showed at one theater as being Memphis independent feature filmmakers. But on that movie-making marker, she does not mention that. Now, the chairman of the board of the Memphis Shelby County Film Commission is an African-American woman by the name of Gail Jones Carson. I know Gail. I know her mother while we both graduated from Hamilton High School. Now, in regards to Linn Sitler's insult to Black America, USA, and African-American Memphis Shelby County Film Commission Board Chairman Gail Jones Carson, Dr. Martin Luther King writes, in reference to Gail Jones Carson, Dr. King writes, quote, "History will have to record that the greatest tragedy of this period of social transition was not the strident clamor of bad people, but the appalling silence of good people, unquote. You see, there's an African-American brother on the board of the Memphis Shelby County Film Commission by the name of Fabian Matthews. He owns a business. Now, I wonder how does Fabian Matthews feel being a part of the Memphis Shelby County Film Commission that works counter to the equality of Black America USA. Let me explain insult to injury perpetrated by Gail Jones Carson. Linn Sitler traveled to Nashville seeking money for the failed NBC drama in 2019. Gail Jones Carson used her influence, and she's vice president of the NAACP. She used her influence to get Tennessee State Senator Ramash Akbari and Tennessee State Representative Jay Hardaway to use their influence as members of the Tennessee Black Caucus to get state dollars for the failed white NBC drama Bluff City Law. Neither Ramash Akbari or Jay Hardaway, who represents Orange Mound, can directly point to not one single benefit other than themselves to the African American community that the benefit of the tax dollars of spending over $5 million to incentivize Bluff City Law filming in Memphis. While Memphis gave a white film and a white filmmakers over $5 million of our tax dollars, Black filmmaker Tyler Perry in Atlanta created a multi-billion-dollar film industry in Atlanta. Black filmmaker Tyler Perry opened the largest film studio in America that is larger than Paramount, Disney, and Warner combined. Neither Linn Sitler nor Gail Jones Carson, Jay Hardaway, or Ramash Akbari will come to Orange Mound or say anything regarding the racism and the white supremacy Linn Sitler perpetrated on the African American community of Orange Mound and on Anthony Elmore. Now, let's take this thing further. It is clear to the white Shelby County Film Commissioner, Linn Sitler, that Anthony Elmore was filming Memphis' first independent 35-minute feature film. In fact, while Linn Sitler purposely used her position to subvert the African-American film by not reporting, taking pictures, or encouraging the film, Linn Sitler sent a message to this African-American film purposely by not visiting the film set not one time. Secondly, when the film premiered, Linn Sitler made it a point not to attend the movie premiere. Thirdly, she acquiesced in concert with the Commercial Appeal newspaper to destroy our black film, giving the film a horrendous review to purposely undermine the black film. The history of that Memphis Shelby County Film Commission gives white films and white film producers publicity, receptions, promotions. In the case of Memphis' first independent feature film, because it was a black film, Linn Sitler undermined the African Americans via using her power as film commissioner to make sure that Elmore or his black film never was acknowledged in Memphis, Tennessee. While Linn Sitler and the Memphis and Shelby County Film Commission and the Memphis media refused to acknowledge our film, in 1989, Xenon Films changed the name of our film to Iron Thunder, and they distributed our film worldwide. I end this video with one question to Attorney Alan Wade to present to the defendants. Can you look yourself in the mirror and say, you have been fair to black Memphis filmmaker Anthony Elmore?